Okay, so lay down on the mat as usual. Knees bent if you have any tension on the lumbar spine, otherwise legs straight and roll outward. Roll the arms outward. Lie the shoulder blades toward the waist and pull the back of the head away from the shoulders. Close your eyes and allow your body to soften. Relax your forehead, your eyebrows, and the skin between the eyebrows. Relax your eyes and let them sink deeper into the skull. Relax the skin of your face. Unclench your jaw and let your lips open slightly. Relax your throat, your neck and shoulders, arms, forearms and hands. Relax your back, the muscles of your back and your spine, vertebra to vertebra. Relax your belly and the whole abdominal area. Relax your hips, your groins. Relax your legs, knees, ankles and feet. Bring your attention into your breathing cycle and start observing every aspect of your breath. Which part of your body moves the most? Chest or belly? If both moves, which one moves first? Observe without changing anything. Observe simply to know yourself. Observe the length of your breathing cycle. Inhalation and exhalation have the same length, or one of them is naturally longer. Observe the small pauses between inhalation and exhalation. Between exhalation and inhalation, the small moments where everything stops, even your breath. Become aware of the 4 phases of your breathing cycle. Inhalation, pause, exhalation, pause. And there to observe. Is one of the 2 pauses longer? Observe also that your throat remain relaxed and open even during the pauses. Three more observing breaths. At the end of the 3rd, take control and create a long, slow, and steady breath. Observe your body expanding with every inhalation and becoming more compact with every exhalation. Long, slow, steady breath. Observe your belly moving. With every inhalation and exhalation, your navel moving up with every inhalation and down toward the spine with every exhalation. Observe your ribs moving away from each other while expanding your rib cage and moving closer together when you exhale. Keep a long and deep breath. Keep it controlled, but easy. And now, breathe deeper and deeper. Just feel the small tension rising in the muscles around your rib cage or around your belly. Deeper and deeper, wider and wider. Now, still keeping this deep breath. Inhale. Fill up your lungs completely. And hold your breath. Observe where you can feel the tensions and then release. Inhale deeply, as deep as you can. Fill up your lungs completely. And hold your breath. While holding the breath, observe your body. One more time. Inhale as deep as you can. At the end of the inhalation, hold your breath. Observe the tensions and release. Now, inhale deeply, as deep as you can, just like you did now. Hold your breath, but while holding your breath, relax your body and observe how the tension can change. And release. Inhale deeply. Fill up your lungs completely. Hold your breath and relax your body. Relax your belly. And observe. One more time. Inhale deeply. Fill up your lungs. Hold your breath. Relax your body. And exhale. Go back to a normal breath, not controlled. Observe your breath becoming lighter and lighter, more and more subtle. And observe how your body relaxes. Observe how your body now is moving just a tiny bit. Take your control again. Inhale deeply. You take back the technique that we just did. So inhale deeply. Fill up your lungs completely. Hold your breath, relax your body. And now, push your belly out, push your diaphragm down, and relax again. Release. Inhale completely. Hold your breath. Relax your body. Push your belly out and release. Push the belly like you want to do a sort of pulse. So just not holding the belly out, but just pushing the air down, then back in the normal position, and then release. One more time. Inhale deeply. Hold your breath. Relax your body. Relax your belly. Push the belly out, back, and release. Okay. Now, we're going to do exactly the same thing, but what I want you to observe that this pushing the belly out will help you free in a certain way your lungs. So once that you do this, you could actually inhale one more time and fill up your lungs even more than the maximum that you just did. So what we're going to do now is just inhaling. Fill up your lungs completely. Hold your breath, relax your body, relax your belly. Push the belly out, back. Inhale one more time. Push your belly out, inhale. And then release. So we're just adding the Viloma 1 technique, the technique where you add some poses during the inhalation to really expand your lungs a little bit more than usual. So inhale, hold your breath, relax your body, push the belly out, back, inhale, push the belly out, relax, inhale and exhale. And we're going to do it one more time. Inhale deeply. Hold your breath. Relax your body. Relax your belly. Push the belly out. Inhale one more time. Push the belly out. Inhale one more time and exhale. Okay. Go back to a normal breath, not controlled. Observe the feelings that you may experience. Observe the emotions that you have now. Now take control again. Inhale deeply. And exhale passively, simply letting the air go out without pushing the air out. Just letting the air go out freely. Inhale. Exhale passively. Inhale. Exhale passively. Inhale. Exhale passively. Inhale. Exhale passively and hold your breath. Relax your body while holding the breath and observe the emotion, the feelings. Go back to a normal breath just for a few seconds. Now inhale deeply. Exhale passively. And at the end of the exhalation, hold your breath. Relax your body and become aware of this feeling, calmness, peace. Go back to a normal breath, and we're going to do it one more time. Inhale deeply. Exhale passively. And hold your breath. Allow your body to relax, to soften. And go back to a normal breath. And just for a few moments, bring your attention at the base of the throat and observe the small change of pressure on the skin. You could sense or even feel your heartbeat. If it's a little bit too hard, let it go. It's not the end of the world. All right, just stay there for a few breaths with your attention on your heartbeat. Now really gently roll on your right side. Stay on your right side for a brief moment before pushing with the left hand to sit up. Sit in a cross-legged position, hands right over the knees, but in a really relaxed way. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. Keep your eyes closed and focus on relaxing your face, letting go. Soften your face. And with your face soft, start creating small circles with your head. Just small ones. Just waking up your cervical spine. Turn also on the other side. And observe if you can feel a difference between those two sides. Still with your eyes closed. Now, stop your head moving. But push the back of the head up to the sky, like someone is pulling your head up gently. And keeping this gentle movement up, with your eyes closed, turn your head to the right. Stay there. Back to center. Keep on pushing your head up, especially the back of the head, to keep the head aligned. And now turn your head to the left. Stay there. And back. Now, still with your eyes closed, if possible. Lift the sternum and move the right ear close to the right shoulder without turning the head. Just tilting it to the right. Observe the stretch on the left side, from the ear to the shoulder, back to center, and tilt your head to the left. So moving your left ear to the left shoulder, toward the left shoulder, and stretching from the right ear to the right shoulder. Back to center, create circles with your head. Both on one side and on the other side. Okay, good. Now, still keeping your head over the knees. When you inhale, now you can open your eyes if you want to, but it's just up to you because you don't need to have your eyes open. You can keep it closed, but it's not needed to keeping it closed. So when you inhale, tilt your hip forward, push your chest forward, and move the shoulders back. Exhale, round your spine, tilt your hip backward, allow your head to drop down. Inhale, tilt your hip forward, arch your spine, keep it long. Exhale, round your spine and relax. Relax the shoulders. Okay, inhale, arch your spine. Exhale, round your spine and relax the shoulders. Okay, come back up. Now, belly in gently, so move the navel toward the spine in a gentle way, and keep it this gentle activation, create circles with your hips and lumbar spine, both on one side. And on the other side. Okay, now straighten your legs for Dandasana. Tilt your hip forward, sternum lifted, shoulder relaxed. Completely relaxed, sorry. Okay. Now, start pushing your heels forward and observe the stretch on the back of the legs. Move the heels forward, but the toes toward you. So you're not only stretching the back of your legs, or the calf muscles, for instance, but also activating the tibial muscle. Okay, good. And now relax. Baddha Konasana. Tilt your hip forward, round your spine and go all the way down. Keep your eyes closed, 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, come back up. Straighten your legs again for Dandasana. Bend your right leg. Grab your shin. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. Lean back just in order to lift your right feet. Now start pushing the left heel forward and the toes toward you. Activate your left thigh, like you want to push the leg down. Keep the sternum lifted, shoulder blades down, and now, keeping the right leg in this position, relax your arms. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, straighten your right leg, sternum lifted, shoulder blades down, go back to the Dandasana position. Bend your left leg, grab your shin, sternum lifted, shoulder blades down, lean back. Push your right heel forward, right toes back, thighs down. Keep on lifting the sternum, shoulder blades down, and release the hold from the hand. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd, relax completely. Okay, now lay down with belly down. Now inhale, with exhalation, lift your head, shoulders, keep the hands down, but lift the legs too. Lift the feet too. And down. Inhale. With exhalation, again, lift your head, shoulders, and feet. Try and relax the buttocks. Try and relax your feet. And down again. Inhale. With exhalation, lift your head, shoulders, feet. Relax your feet. Relax your buttocks. Relax your shoulders. Stay there. And down. Now, bend your knees and move the feet toward the buttocks. Yeah, just like that. Inhale. With exhalation, lift your head, shoulders, keep the hands down. Now, squeeze your butt to lift your knees just a tiny bit. And release. Inhale. With the exhalation, lift your head, shoulders, squeeze your butt, and lift your legs just a tiny bit. Imagine that you want to lift your toes up to the sky and down. Relax completely the legs. Inhale. With the exhalation, lift your head, shoulders, lift your legs, bend your knees, and push the feet up. Relax. Roll on your right side, push with the left hand, and sit up. Okay, sit on your heels. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down, create circles with your hips and lumbar spine. Turn also on the other side. Now, lift your hips. If you want to, you can sit over a folded blanket just to be more comfortable for the knees. Now, push the 2 heels in contact. Activate your buttocks and observe that when you do so, you're tilting the hips backward. Activate also your abdominal muscles. So the hip and belly area is completely compact. Okay, Keeping it compact, lift the sternum, shoulder blades relaxed and down, lean back just a tiny bit. Keeping a straight line from the knee to the shoulders and to the back of the head. And come back to the vertical. Okay. Now, lift your arms parallel to the ground. Gently push the arms back and down into the shoulder socket. Activate your buttocks, activate your abdominal muscles to keep it compact. And lean back, just a tiny bit. No need to overdo that, but just waking up the muscles of our body. Stay there. Push a little bit more the back of the head up to the sky, just in order to look in front of you. And back. Okay. Now, move your right feet forward. Well, actually, I'm gonna take a folded blanket because my mat is really thin. So it's better to have a bit of comfort. Okay, so now check to have the right heel just a tiny bit forward compared to your knee. It's not a lot, just a tiny bit. Okay. Now focus on your belly. Activate your abdominal muscles, so push your belly toward the spine in order to tilt your hip backward and start stretching your left groin and thigh. Keeping this activation, lift the sternum and move the shoulders down and back. Now I want you to start pushing really gently and consciously your right feet down to the ground and observe how this gentle activation will deepen the stretch on your left groin and thigh. Just a tiny bit. And now, if you don't have any issues or weird feelings on your left knee, start pushing really gently and consciously with your left feet down to the ground and observe how also this movement will deepen the stretch. But if you feel something weird on your knee, just don't do it. Just step back. So always listen to the messages of your body. So if you activate both legs, observe how you can even relax a little bit more your abdominal muscles, still keeping the stretch on your groin and thigh. And now relax. Change leg. So left feet, just a tiny bit forward compared to your left knee. Right knee right under the hip. Belly in. Navel toward the spine. And observe how already in this moment, with this first movement, you can feel a gentle stretch on your groin and on your thigh. Okay. Now, start pushing gently with your left feet against the ground and observe how this movement will help you tilt a little bit more your hips backward. Therefore, stretching a little bit more your left thigh and groin. Now, consciously, if you don't feel any weird tension on the knee, start pushing with your right feet and tibia against the ground and observe how it deepens the stretch. Observe that you may even relax a little bit more your abdominal muscles, since the legs are helping the tilting back of the movement, the tilting back of the hips, sorry. So you don't need to have a super control on your belly. And relax. Now, both knees down. Push with your feet down on the ground and push your hips forward. Move the belly in. Now, squeeze your butt. Observe that when doing so, you will have the lumbar spine a little bit longer. When you squeeze your butt, belly in, but keep on pushing with the feet against the ground to push the hip forward. So you're starting to arch the spine, but again, in a conscious way. And relax. Now, tuck your toes under and move the feet a little bit wider. As the same width of the knees, roughly. So since they were connected and they were together, a little bit wider, but not too wide. Now, sternum up, shoulder blades down. Start pushing with your feet against the ground, and again, observe how the hips move forward straight away. Activate your abdominal muscles, activate your buttocks. Sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Keep on pushing with the feet against the ground to move the hips forward, but allow the spine to arch back. And come back up. Simply that. We're just using the feet to keep the hip forward, to avoid huge tensions on the lumbar spine. Keep the belly active. Keep the buttocks active. The main safe movement is the belly, the activation of the belly. The more the belly is active, the more the lumbar spine will lengthen. So you will avoid the tensions. The easy way is to activate also your buttocks. You can also do it without the activation of the buttocks, but really listen to the message of your body. Because if you don't have that, which is a huge muscle in our body, quite strong muscle, so it's safe to activate, then you have to really put your mind on your lumbar spine and on your belly. So up to you. Now we're going to do it again. Up to you to see if you want to activate or not the buttocks. Keep the belly active. You can also start activating, then releasing, feeling the difference, then maybe activate it again. Okay? So leave the sternum, shoulder blades down. Start already putting your attention on your belly and lumbar spine. So move the navel toward the spine. Start pushing with the toes against the ground to push the hips gently forward and lean back with your shoulders in order to arch your spine in a controlled way. If you want to, you can always activate your buttocks. Stay there. Keep on pushing with the feet against the ground. Keep on activating your abdominal muscles. If you want, also the buttocks, and come back up. Good. Now, really gently seat on your heels. Create circles, really gently. Circles with your hips and lumbar spine. Turn also on the other side. And now, child pose, Balasana. Find the version that you prefer in this moment, either with your knees together or wide, arms forward or back, whichever is more comfortable for you. Observe that if you keep your knees quite close, then the stretch on your lumbar spine will be a little bit more intense compared to the version with your knees wide open. Really gently. Come back up. And again, lift your hips, tuck your toes under, belly in, sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Roll the arms gently outward. And now, turn to the right. Okay. Now move your right hand toward the right heel. You can touch it or not, whichever is comfortable. That is, if it's too far away, then forget about it. It's just the direction. If you can touch, having this gentle touch can help you having less weight for the next move. So, sternum lifted, shoulder blades down, belly in. Squeeze your butt if you want to. Lift your left arm up. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, start pushing with your heels against the ground and start moving the left hand back. 3 breaths. Look up. At the end of the 3rd, come back to center. Okay. Again, belly in, sternum lifted, shoulder blades down, roll the arms outward, gently turn to the left. Start pushing the left hand toward the left heel. Sternum lifted, shoulder blades down, lift your right arm. 3 breaths. Check the activation of your abdominal muscles, of your buttocks maybe. Start pushing with the feet against the ground, but in the meantime, push the right hand back. 3 breaths. And back. Move the arms down, okay. Now, again, move slowly and gently toward the child pose. So first, seat on your heels. Take your time. So every time we work on the Lumbar spine is something quite intense. So really gently move down and child pose. 3 breaths, let go. At the end of the 3rd breath, really slowly come back up. And back in the previous position. So now we're gonna do the full pose position. So if it's a little bit too intense for your lumbar spine, the variation that you can do with no problem at all is just taking a bolster or a big pillow or something, quite thick, and put it just under your heel. I'm just gonna show you. Don't think that you're gonna use it, but it just to let you know. So if you feel that it's a little bit too intense, you can simply put the bolster over the heels, and you can just put your hands over the bolster. So it will be easier, just easier. So also, in case when you do the full pose, you feel a little bit too intense, since we're gonna do it not just one time, you can also find a different variation for the next poses. So let's start again in the position that we just worked on. So tuck your toes under, belly in, sternum lifted, shoulder blades down, tailbone down. If you want to, you can squeeze your butt, sternum lifted. Okay. Now start pushing your toes down in order to push the hips gently forward, and still keeping as much as your possibility, keeping the belly active. Allow the shoulders to drop back and put your hands in contact with your heels. Squeeze your butt, belly in, sternum lifted. Stay there. Push with the feet against the ground and lift your body up. Seat on your heels. Create circles with your hips and lumbar spine. So if you felt that it's a bit too intense, don't hesitate to put either blocks next to the feet or the bolster just behind your heels. Okay. Now, I want you to focus on the shoulders. I'm gonna show you what the small variation that we're gonna do. So when we do this, you will have a lot of tension between the shoulder blades and the shoulders, because you're kind of squeezing the shoulder blades in order to go down, okay? The problem is that when you squeeze and when you activate that much, that area, you're gonna stop the energies. So I don't quite explain it. It's quite long, but long story short, you can unblock the energies. So one variation that I wanted to do, and in case, I suggest you to take the bolster, and then if you feel that it's not really not needed, then you can move it away, is to, I'm going to show you with the bolster. So instead of doing this, I want you to roll the upper arm inward, still keeping the chest moving up and forward. So not that, but that. I'll show you from the side. So from here, from that to that. So as you can see, it's just the shoulders moving, the chest, the belly is not moving, it's just that. Okay? Okay. So let's start with the bolster. If you don't need it, then you can always take it out. But just to understand the movement, I prefer you to work in your comfort zone and then just going gently out of the comfort zone. So belly in. Squeeze your butt if you want to. Sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Put your hands with the fingers pointing back on the shoulder, on the bolster. If you want to, you can walk a little bit back with the hands on the shoulders if you want to deepen the pose. Okay, that's really beautiful. Now start pushing with the toes against the ground. Now roll the upper arm inward and observe how it changes around the shoulder blades. Stay there and come back up. Okay, I think that you felt a bit of difference. Good. So now we're going to do it one more time. You can choose between bolster or no bolster, up to you. Just before the start, sit on the heels and create circles with the hips and lumbar spine, just to add a bit of flexibility, a bit of easier movement, fluidity on the lumbar spine. Good. And now prepare. So lift your heel, you lift your hips. Tuck your toes under. Belly in. Activation of the buttocks if you want to. Sternum lifted, shoulder blades in. Start pushing with the feet against the ground to push the heel gently forward. Meantime, allow the shoulders to move back. Put your hands on the knee, on the heels, and there roll the arms gently inward. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, push with the heel, with the toes against the ground. Sit on the heels. Create circles with your hips and lumbar spine. On both sides. And now enter your balasana, your child pose. Allow the spine to lengthen. Allow the tension to get released. Stay there. Breathe deeper and deeper.
And now really gently. And bring your spine and come up.
Good. Put your hands down on the ground, not too close from, not too far away from the knees, quite close to the knees. Tilt your hip backward and keep on tilting the hip backward in order to lengthen the lumbar spine. So you're not really pushing with the hands against the ground. You're just keeping the hands down on the ground, but creating the rounding on the spine, starting from the hips and lumbar spine. Okay, release. Now, we're going to do roughly the same, but when you are in this position where you can feel the stretch in this area, I want you to push the right shoulder up and move the left shoulder down in order to stretch a little bit more the right lumbar area. And then the opposite. Lift the left shoulder, move the right shoulder back to stretch the left side of the lumbar spine. Back to center. Come back up. Okay. Create circles with your hips and lumbar spine. Good. Tadasana. Big toes touching, heel gently apart. Spread your toes as much as you can. Belly in. Same thing that we did the old course. Sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Close your eyes. Now, keeping your eyes closed, I wanted to recall the breathing technique that we just did at the beginning. So, while in Tadasana, in a gentle Tadasana, inhale deeply. Hold your breath. Push the belly out. Release. Inhale. Push the belly out. Release. Inhale. Push the belly out. Back. And exhale. And one more time. Inhale as deep as you can. Fill up your lungs. Hold your breath. Relax your belly. Push the belly out. Relax. Inhale. Push the belly out. Relax. Inhale and exhale. Okay. And now, try and observe your heartbeat. Try and see if you can sense your heartbeat and where you can feel it, you can sense it. Maybe you can feel it around your throat. Maybe you can sense it in your hands or on your feet. Open your eyes. Move the feet a little bit wider and turn the feet outward. Lift your heels, bend your knees, tilt your hip forwards and allow the chest to move in between the legs. Allow the head to move toward the ground. Allow the heels to move down toward the ground as much as you can. Round your spine, relax. And now you can enter Shavasana. You can put your bolster under your knees if you want to. Take everything you need to be comfortable in Shavasana. And once that you entered your Shavasana position, sense your heartbeat. Just for a few moments, just focus on your heartbeat. You may feel it or not. Just bring your attention there. One of the areas easier to use to feel your heartbeat is the base of the throat. We can sense a variation on the pressure around the skin. But maybe it's easier for you to feel it in other areas. So listen to the body and just bring your attention to your heartbeat. If it's a little bit too hard for you today, just for a few breaths, observe the passing of the air through the nostrils. At the end of Shavasana, I'm going to chant mantra. And at the end of mantra, I'm going to guide you out of the pose. Till that moment, just relax. Purnamadam Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Purnamadam Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Purnamadam Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Slowly, start moving your toes and fingers. Bring back the awareness into your body. Inhale deeply and exhale fully with your mouth. Release all tensions. One more time. Bend your knees, roll on your right side. Push with the left hand and sit up comfortably for the chant of 3 Om. Keep your spine straight yet relaxed. Hands in Inanna Mudra or Chin Mudra. The thumb and index finger together, palm of the hand either facing the sky or the ground. Keep your face relaxed. Throat, shoulders, arms relaxed. Inhale deeply. Relax your face, throat, belly. Put your hands in prayer position in front of the chest. Open your eyes. Namaste.